Right now we're going to do a quick introduction to the shape builder tool. Just basic functionality of it, really simple. And to do that we're going to need some shapes. So I'm going to use the ellipse tool, which is L. Quick key is L. It looks like this right here. And I'm going to create a circle. When using the ellipse tool, if you hold shift it'll create a perfect circle, otherwise you'll just be getting a organic oval shape. And then I'm going to go to my selection tool, which is V, and then I'm going to drag a copy of this by holding Option. And now I have two shapes, and I'm just going to drag over to select so you see I have two shapes. And just to show the basic functionality of this tool, the shape builder tool, the quick key for that is Shift M, Shift and M. And again, it looks like this in the toolbox. Now when I have the shape builder tool, you can see when I hover over things, what it's basically going to highlight that shape or that portion of the shape. So you can see as I'm hovering over these things, it highlights that. Now, another thing you can see is that when I'm not pressing any keys and I'm just moving my mouse around, not clicking, there's a little plus icon attached to that arrow. But if I hold the Option key, it becomes a minus sign. Okay, so basically that's what you need to know. Plus and minus, plus will add shapes together, minus will subtract shapes. Now again, I just created two circles and I'm just going to show you the subtraction first. Okay, so if I hold down Option and you see the minus, and I'm just going to click on this, it subtracted that part of the shape. Now I'm going to Command Z so you can see if I hold down Option and click here and then drag over to this portion, it will delete both of those. Okay, so that's the quickest way to explain this tool. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm actually just going to show you, other ways. Like if I wanted to create more of like a crescent shape, now I have these two shapes and I'm going to select them both, Shift M again to get to my shape builder, and just demonstrate again. If I hold Option and click and drag here, it's just going to delete that. Okay, super simple. Now I'm just going to show you a little bit more complex how to use it. So I'm going to click and drag this circle and I'm going to rotate it now. And now I have all these other shapes in here, right? So I'm going to Shift M to go to my shape builder tool. And I am going to just show you a couple of ways to do this. So let's say I want to have this greater shape here, and I just want to get rid of these outer pieces. So I can simply hold Option and click on these pieces. And now if I want to merge all these together, I can just highlight all of them, click and drag over all of them, and then it turns them into one piece, right? Command Y, you can see. Before I did that, Command Y, it still has all those other shapes within it. So I'm going to Command Z out again just to kind of bring you back to all this. So now let's say I wanted to just take these shapes in here. I can do that same thing with the minus by holding down Option and clicking and dragging all around these shapes here. And then again, you can see it just maintains this one. And now with my plus, without any other button hit, I can just click and drag these and it will add them together. Okay, so that is the gist of how you can use this tool. Really simple and really easy. I'm just going to show one last thing, which is, like typography, just so you understand that it doesn't matter what the shapes are, as long as you have outline shapes, vector shapes, you can use this tool. So I'm going to just take this type, Command Y, you can see I've converted to outlines already, and I'm going to just create another shape here. And again, I'm going to select everything. And again, with my shape builder tool, Shift M, I can hold Option and delete things like this, right? And then, you can see that what that's done, just again, deleting those shapes out of there. Or I can, again, going back to the shape builder tool, I can hold that Option and click and drag across all these things and it will delete all of them. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, if I'm not holding down Option and I just want to add all these together, I can also do that too and just add these all, and it basically will convert them to one shape. Okay, so that is the gist of the shape builder tool. Pretty simple, pretty easy to use, and it's very similar to the Pathfinder, but just kind of a quick way to do all these cuts and, you know, just think about it in a plus and minus way. And it's really easy to work with this tool on the fly. Shift M again is the quick key.